In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Up's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? How y'all doing out there? You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate it if you do that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Will you do that for me? And don't forget to go back and check out the 2 videos that I dropped earlier today. Want to say hello to the #1 chat room on YouTube. What's going on, family? How y'all doing? I see you. Patty Lee, what's going on? Appreciate you tonight. Jackie Henderson, Miss Jackson, Michael Lockhart. Mike, appreciate you for joining the membership, Michael Lockhart. I Love CC is in the building. Appreciate you. Who else we got here? Who else we got here? RD is in the building. Ring my bell. What's going on? Miss Joanna Williams, what's going on? What's going on? Jam, what's up? The appliance repair man, what's going on, big dog? Appreciate you tonight, man. Appreciate y'all tonight, family. Got a good show lined up with you tonight. You already know we're going to talk about a little Shedeur Sanders, and we're going to talk about a little NFL and Colorado for y'all tonight. Mac Attack, what's up? What's going on with you? Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight. Miss Dawn Adam is in the building, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Lisa G. Who got this? Flow Right Plumbing Service in the building. Got some new names in here. All right, all right. I appreciate y'all. My dog, Patrick Williams, is in the building. Miss Diane BD. What's going on, BD? One Faithful. G. Sylvester Shaw. Another one. Appreciate it. New face. New name. I appreciate y'all tonight. Let me bring up J.R. Boxing. Got J.R. Boxing with me tonight. J.R. Boxing. What it do?
What's happening with you, B. Watts? What's good?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Man, I didn't know Amazon. I guess Amazon just go all night long. It don't matter.
Yeah, man.
I got 3 different people sent their stuff to my place. I'm saying, man, on Sunday, 3 different people all day today. I said,
yeah,
who this is? Who packed this in? What's wrong with their address? Yeah.
Amazon ain't no joke, man. Monday through Sunday.
Hey, I'm gonna have to start sending. I'm gonna have to take up some keys right here. I said, dog, y'all don't live here. Got Amazon delivering on a Sunday to my place. I said, man, well, let's get into the show, JR. Check it out, my dog. Have Have Shedeur done enough, Jr. to be the starting quarterback going into training camp? Has he done enough to be given the opportunity this year to run with the number one offense?
I believe so. I think he's shown incredible incredible resiliency, throughout the whole situation that transpired in Cleveland from the beginning until the last game that he was able to play in. Through his play on the field, you see the steady progression week after week. So I think he's done enough, uh, in my personal opinion. Now it depends on what coach they bringing in, what system they trying to run, things like that. But I think he's done enough to warrant an opportunity to go into the building next year and at least have a viable shot at being the starting quarterback from day one. But if you ask me if I was the GM making a decision or a coach making a decision, I would give the young man the start out the gate. But I'm not the GM or a potential head coach candidate. So it really depends on who you ask, B. Watts.
All right. All right. Let's pick off that. When you look at the head coaching search that they doing, they are making it seem like, according to Mary Kay, they making demands that, hey, we want to keep our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So you think that's the right move to tell a person who coming in that you got to keep the defensive coordinator, even though he's good, even though the defense played well and they like him, but man, you kind of handicapping probably some good coaches out there got their ideal defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean the NFL a little bit different from the collegiate sports. College they usually like to bring all of their staff and things with them and how they coordinate. But in the NFL, they recycle a lot of the same coaches. You'll see a lot of the same coaches go from one staff or one position to the next position, get fired from that position, go back to another position. So it just kind of happens like that in the NFL. They're a small knit fraternity, and they just recycle through the same people. So look, if Cleveland feels really good about Swartz being the defensive coordinator, look, they were number 2 in defense when it came to output and performance in the NFL, the Cleveland Browns defense. Why would you want to steer away from that? So maybe he's not your candidate to be your head coach, but they're saying, look, the system that Jim Swartz runs, it works well for the personnel we have in place right now. We don't want to lose momentum that way. So we couldn't get nothing done offensively, but defensively, we got a good system in place. We got players that fit that system. So we're not too far off from being a better team to produce wins if we can find a coach that can lead the entire organization in a better space. But I think it's a good move. Jim Swartz is a good coach, but that lets you know the head coaching interview he had, they was like, nah, it ain't, you ain't head coach. You ain't head coach material. But we want you on the staff.
You saw the same thing I'm saying. Well, I said, yeah. They saying that means because he don't have an interview for the head coaching job. Sound like Andrew Berry ain't rocking with him on that part.
Yeah. And look, like I said, man, I don't blame him, man. Look, Jim Swartz has had his opportunity to coach, be the head coach, man. And his record is not a very good record at all. Yeah, some upwards of like 50 plus losses, to I think right about 28 or 29 wins or something like that. So that's not a very good win percentage. When you think about it, it's a little bit below 50%. So he had a rough go at it, man. Look, he was with the Detroit Lions when they were nothing, right? Then he came to Cleveland, and Cleveland was still struggling and trying to get out the gate. But him as a coordinator, wherever he's been as a defensive coordinator, his defenses have always been well productive, well coached defenses. So you don't want to let a talent like that out the door. And like I said, it's not uncommon for NFL organizations to do that. They'll hold on to certain coaches while other coaches transpire. I mean, look at Robert Livingston,
Yeah.
the DC. He was with the Bengals 9 years, and they went through 3 coaches during that time period. So,
JR,
you know,
you
it
know
is
you're
what it
wrong,
is.
though. You
No,
know you're
I'm just
wrong.
saying. Man,
We
I'm just
cannot.
saying.
I'm glad Unc done showed up. Unc, he throwing bullets. He
I
done throw
know.
Robert Livens into this conversation, and we ain't
No,
even talking about Robert
no,
Livens.
I said,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
giving an
You know
example
what? You know what,
for the
JR? I'm
community. That's
tired
it.
of JR. I'm tired of doing a show with you, and you go off on CU, and then I have to go over there on Instagram, check my DMs about something you don't say. I'm taking bullets because of you. So Uncle Steve, talk to me, man. Is it fair, according to Mary Kay? They're saying that I heard what JR said. Matter of fact, I do agree with you, JR. Is it right to tell a head coach, even though we interviewing you, but we keeping our DC coordinator?
Well, B Watts, when you writing a check, you do what you want to do. It's your job to decide whether or not you want to accept it. Now, me looking at it as a head coach, and I'm knowing that I'm gonna have very few opportunities to get this, I'm gonna be very selective on what I get. I would tell them you can take this job and shove it. Because if it was such a good job, you wouldn't have to tell people that. People will want the job regardless because they know it's a good place to go. So with that being said, I'm like, hey, JR, Bill Parcells said, if you gonna tell him he gonna cook, he want to make sure he can pick the ingredients. You need to pick your ingredients to do that. Now, as a coach, it's called business. You have the opportunity to say yes or no. And if you say yes, you're going to deal with the mess. If you say no, you got to go. So, hey, I wouldn't accept it. I'm going to tell you the only way I would accept it if that's the person that I really, truly wanted as my defensive coordinator. If it's not, I got to move on because what you got to bet on yourself. And like Shanahan did, Shanahan bet on himself and look at him right now. Fly, Eagles, fly. Y'all going to Mexico. It's vacation time, baby. Because I love them Eagles fan, boy. They ride you here. So I'm saying, whoa. Fly, Eagles, fly. Back to you, B Watch.
All right, JR. All right. When you look at the candidates and the type of candidate that they are interviewing, which type of head coach will go good with the Cleveland Browns? Not necessarily just Shedeur Sanders, but in a kind of way, you need a head coach that go good with Shedeur Sanders. But do they need a vet or do they need a young upcoming coach?
I would go with a veteran coach, just due to the simple fact that look, the uncertainty of a lot of things, right? We believe Shedeur to be the quarterback, but you know, is the franchise completely sold on Shedeur as being the quarterback? You're talking about an offensive line that needs to be rebuilt. You're talking about 2 players that are on max contracts, and Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. So you bringing in a rookie coach not really bringing in experience of leading, right? They've led on a smaller scale, but they don't have that experience, in my opinion, to navigate the waters of Cleveland. Uncle Steve just talked about it. The person that's writing the checks already telling you, look, we want to keep our defensive coordinator. So now you bringing in a rookie head coach. That rookie head coach may already feel undermined at that point. Like, well, I can't even really put together my staff how I want to put it. Y'all picking people for me already, which I understand business is business, but I would look for a more experienced coach to come in and just kind of bring some stability to an organization over the last 6 years under Kevin Stefanski that lacked that.
JR, I have to agree with everything you said, but the problem is this one here. They've told you that not only you're going to have to accept a defensive coach, you're going to have to accept a general manager and you're gonna have to accept their quarterback because Shedeur Sanders will be their starting quarterback coming off. So yeah, they've told you everything they're gonna do. Y'all, G. Bush done told you you better pay attention to what the man said. Andrew Berry slipped out and say starting 2026, Shedeur Sanders will be out there on that field. So I'm like, I don't know what y'all looking at. What they're doing is smart. Andrew Berry is one of those Ivy League dudes, and he understands. If he don't sell y'all some garbage, y'all won't eat it. He got to sell y'all some sweet stuff. He got to say the sweet stuff is this: Shedeur Sanders ain't gonna be giving anything. We're looking for a veteran. We're looking to get better in the thing. We're looking for a coach, and we're gonna provide the coach the opportunity to do everything he can to be successful. We're willing to spend all kind of money for the coach and to make sure our team. We got an up and coming team. We got all of these young rookies out here. We got a solid defense. Man, they selling y'all that crap. If y'all was so good, why y'all done had a losing season the last 20-some years? Man, miss me with that mess. You ain't no good organization. What he telling you is this one. He telling you that the man that write the check is saying this one here. I'm gonna write you a check for $6 to $15 million a year, and I want you to shut up and color. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna do what I say, when I say it, and how I say it. And it's plenty of people in America. If you give them $15 million, they gonna say, yes, sir, boss, and I'll do it right now, boss. And that's just the way it is. You can say what you want to. Let me write you a check for $15 million, and I tell you get out there and mop that flow. I guarantee you I'm gonna have the shiniest flow in America, because for them $15 million, that shining that flow don't mean nothing to me. I shine it, then I come around and I shine it again. Don't mean nothing. But I'm gonna spend that $15 million because I get somebody, to do the work for me. See, I'm a little smarter than the average bear. I do it the first time so you can see how good it is. But after that, when I get that money, I'm gonna get somebody else to do it. You shine that flow. Now I'm the boss, but I'm gonna spend that $15 million. You ain't getting $15 million, but I will. Back to you, B-Wop.
JR, do you have faith in Andrew Berry to do the right thing when it comes to the Cleveland Browns after he's been there 6 years? Now, I know what he done the last 5 years, but the dude did a pretty good job in this last year. Do you have faith in Andrew Berry?
No.
Plain
and simple. No,
bro.
No,
This is a pro Shedeur Sanders podcast. So whatever we root for Shedeur, we got to root for everything that come with him, JR.
No, I don't think Andrew Berry gonna be able to right the ship. And it's not due to Andrew Berry. Look, it's due to Jimmy Haslam, right? It's due to Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam might as well just be the second coming of Jerry Jones. He wanna be in all of the operations. Now he'll get to the podium and say, well, I let Andrew make that decision. I let Stefanski make that decision as far as blah, blah, blah. But when they sitting in that room and you got your general manager supposed to be managing the operations of everything, man, you don't think Jimmy Haslam telling them what they're going to do? They already told you. We keeping the defensive coordinator. That's what we doing. So whoever coming here, you're going to have to deal with that part first. So accept it. If you're accepting the job, you're accepting the fact that that's the strings that comes with it. So look, I don't trust Andrew Berry to get the job done because he's not going to have the full autonomy to be able to get the job done. Jimmy Haslam is not going to allow that to happen. He's going to pull the strings when he want to pull the strings, rightfully so. He is the owner of the team. He can do that. But what's his success rate when you start looking at things like that? He pulling the strings. We don't necessarily want Baker here no more. We want to sign Deshaun Watson. I want this. I want it to go in this direction. Myles Garrett want to leave. Nah, man, I'm going to just give you that $40 million a year because I want you to stay. I want this or that. Look, man, there's been some miscues throughout the way. Andrew Berry has been a part of that as well. But from the top is Jimmy Haslam, then Andrew Berry. So, no, I don't believe Andrew Berry be able to get it done.
Well, I'm gonna do a double reverse. Even with Jimmy Haslam jumping in there and making all those bad decisions, one thing I can say you get tired of getting whooped. I don't care how much money you got. You get tired of being called stupid because that's the good thing about the chat. The chat will tell you how stupid you are. I don't care how much money you dumb, you stupid. That makes no sense. Sell the team. We don't want you no more. And I don't care who you are. That man has grandkids. Every time you listen to Jimmy Haslam, the things he talk about is family. He talks about his wife and he talk about his grandkids and his kids. And you can say whatever you want to. And those kids listen. He might not listen, but grandkids are telling, Granddaddy, this guy called B1 said, you kind of stupid. And he said, you stupid because you did this here. And I can guarantee you, if he go out there and he tell his assistant, find that B-Watch for me and let me listen to what he got to say because I need to tell him something. I need to tell him something yesterday. But with that being said, let me go this way with you, JR. I think my boy Barry can be successful doing this. I think he should be successful in this year's draft. He has great opportunities with the position he's in. Let's go right now. First pick he get the best left tackle in the game. The boy from Utah or the boy from Miami. Get one of those left tackles. Boom, that's your first pick. Your second pick, I'm going to get the best guard or center in the game. I'm not getting no receiver because if you look at it, I can get that boy Surratt in the second or third round, and I'm cooking with him. And there's plenty more receivers in the second or third round that I can get, and I can still be successful. So I got my two linemen right there. Get my receiver in the second round. Then I turn around that third round, I'm getting me another offensive lineman. Now in that fourth round, I'm turning around to get me a big tight end. I'm looking for me a big boy tight end because I need to go do double tight ends for Shedeur Sanders. Now, hear what I'm saying. The fifth round, I'm going to go tricky when that fifth round. The fifth round, I'm looking for the best player. That's either offense or defense. The best player on the board in the fifth round, I'm going for because I want to have a sure hit that person makes a team and be successful. The sixth round, I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting the best offensive player on the board and go that way. And now, unrestricted, when they have the draft over with, what I'm going to do, I'm looking at places, the best players out there, I'm going to say, hey, come here, you got an opportunity to make the team, and we'll give you some guaranteed money. It don't have to be much. It can be like they did with that receiver, gave him that nice little $1 million or so, $3 million for 3 or 4 years, do things like that. And yes, he can be successful because I put it to you this way. If you invest in Shedeur Sanders the right way and protect him with a top 5 defense, oh, you're going to win some games. Because let me tell you something right now, B-Wise. Who does Pittsburgh has a quarterback next year?
Shoot. Nobody. I don't know.
and I will tell you this. Let Lamar Jackson start off next year with 2 or 3 losses in the game and see how fast the people in Baltimore are going to say they want him out of there because they got rid of Harbaugh. So you got that. Joe Burrow want to be gone in Cincinnati because with all that talent he got, they losing. And he taking too many shots. So Joe Burrow talking about retirement. So all I'm telling you is this one here, he wants to be gone. You got an opportunity to win in that division when you got a top 5 defense because they don't want to be hit. So all I'm saying is this one here. Yes, he has an opportunity to be successful, but if he try to be cute and listen to everybody else instead of listen to the smart, sensible choices, he gonna be what JR said. He gonna be out of a job because trying to be cute, that owner is looking for you make hits, and it's like Barry Gordy. Either it's a hit or not. Is it the Temptations with David Ruffin or the Temptations without? Back to you, BY.
All right. I want to say hello to Miss Fat to you. Happy birthday to you. She said she wanted JR and Uncle Steve to sing happy birthday. Yeah.
She said B Watts too. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
And many more.
Happy birthday.
Many more.
I know you want to watch us,
All
but we
right.
refuse to let you go. If
Yeah.
I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, and you know it.
All right, Miss Fat to you. Yeah. Happy birthday to you and many, many more. And may God continue to bless you as well as your family. JR, last one on Shedeur. If you were Shedeur, if you don't be considered as a starting quarterback, would you rather stay there and compete, or would you be rather traded to another team?
Hey, trade me.
God, dog,
I'm
what?
out, dog. Hey, I'm out, man. Look, I
Oh,
done already dealt with enough. I done dealt with enough last year. Now I'm coming in this year. Hey, man, trade me, man. If I gotta go through the same situation played out in front of how it played out in front of us this past year, nah, man, trade me. Trade me, trade me, trade me, and let me go and start my career somewhere else. That's what I would do.
boy, you ain't never been that quick, boy. You were quick with that before I got out
Trade me.
my
Ain't
mouth.
worth it, dog. Trade me.
Hey, you just like an 18-year-old with high testosterone. Hey, I gotta get this rabbit off.
Hey, man. Look, Cleveland, the Cleveland organization, man, they ain't going nowhere fast, man. They not. Look, it's the AFC North winnable? Absolutely. You look, we talking about Baltimore, Uncle Steve team, they done lost their coach. We talking about the Bengals. They wanted to fire their coach, but they keeping him around for one more year in Taylor. But he pretty much on a make it or break it year. So it's either he winning or he out. So we don't know what they gonna look like. And then Cleveland again, it's up and it's down, and the only stability there is Mike Tomlin in the division. He don't have a quarterback, so it's a very winnable division. But if I got to come through and I got to deal with the same situations, I don't know, man. Mentally, he's a strong young man, but you can see that weighed heavily on him towards the end. He even spoke about it, right? So if he's ready to endure that much longer, by all means stay. But me, you asking me, I'm gone, Uncle Steve. I'm out.
JR, what you said, everybody I think in the chat would be 100% in agreement with you. But where I'm looking at it, I'm gonna look at it in this direction. This direction is this one here. With him, I go with my relationship. If I'm him and he has a close relationship with God now, I'm gonna take that to God first. And people like, why you do that? Because every decision you should make, if you're a Christian, you should take it to God and have him a part of that process so that he's leading you where you need to go. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And the next thing I'm gonna do is this one here, because Shedeur now made their decisions. You know, I still got to remember Coach Prime said it's Baltimore called him. They say, hey, Philadelphia called him. He told them no. So my point, you mess with that already, because that could have been totally different for you. You could have been in playoffs with the Baltimore Ravens. They'll be talking about getting rid of Lamar about now. So my thing is, I'm not getting involved with. I'm making a decision, and then in the NFL, he can't. If he said that, boy, do you know what the pages would be? Mary Kay and them and boy, they'd lose their mind. That's why you shouldn't pick. And look what he does to an organization. So sometimes you gotta look at it. Let you go in there, and the only thing he needs to worry about is this here, JR and B Watts. Perfect his craft, regardless of whatever they're doing. Because if you notice, if you play for the Cleveland Browns, I don't care who they put quarterback number one. It's three quarterbacks gonna play for the Cleveland Browns because they got number 68. And that boy that played for Candyland. He live on Candyland, and that boy ain't blocking for nobody. So unless the announcer tell him to block, he ain't blocking. So you're gonna have an opportunity to play because you're gonna get killed with 68 on your left side. So all I'm telling you, sometimes let them do all of that foolishness and let the noise go, be watched. And all you need to do is perfect your craft and let God have his way. Back to you, B. Wise.
All right, let's switch to the NFL. All right, on yesterday, Jr. The Los Angeles Rams defeated Jimmy Horn Jr. and the Carolina Panthers. When you watch that game, what happened during that game, Jr.?
Don't lose us all, people. Don't say nothing about. Don't say nothing about. Don't you say nothing. Jimmy got. Don't say nothing about Jimmy. Now just talk about the game and go from there. Back to you, B1.
Jimmy Horn,
Oh.
he dropped the pass. It's the same thing I saw at the last game at the
Oh,
bowl
Lord.
game against BYU when he was playing. So
Yeah, man.
they lost to the Rams 34-31. I'm sure Jimmy didn't try to drop it, but hey, they wasn't gonna get the first down no way if he had caught it,
Nah, he was. I mean, well, if he would have caught it, he was beyond the first down marker, so it would have been first down if he caught it.
Oh, it was.
The drive would,
and
the drive would have continued. But yeah, man, look, that's tough, man. You can see how they were utilizing Jimmy Horn throughout the game. He was more used as a player to clear out other routes due to his speed. So when he finally got his opportunity, the last drive of the game, the two targets he got, one was an overthrow, one hit him in the hand and he dropped it. That's a part of sports. So what I would say to Jimmy is just, look, man, don't let that defeat you. Get on them jugs machines, man. Keep working, because you could definitely be in the same situation again next year and the outcome could be different. Now for the Panthers all together, when I say not a good team, they're on their way, but they just not there yet, right? So, I mean, you get in the playoffs, you 8-9, you win the division by default of somebody else beating somebody else, and the records are tied, and you win the division, so you in. But they're just not a very good team. I would say it was a shootout with the Rams. The Rams gonna score a lot of points. They're gonna give up a lot of points too. The thing that failed the Panthers at the end was their defense. The last drive of the game for LA going down the field, they're playing 10 to 12 off of the receivers, giving up 7-8 yards to catch on the winning drive for the Rams. So I didn't understand that shell of defense that they were playing, cover 4 and cover 2, but they're playing so far back with an experienced quarterback like Matthew Stafford. He's just gonna take what's in front of him. Devontae Adams, he running 7-yard curl, turn around, boom. Puka Nacua doing the same thing. 7-yard, 8-yard curl, turn around, boom. And they're just getting chunk plays down the field, 8 yards at a time for their last drive. When all game you've been playing press, you've been playing up on them, and all of a sudden you decide not to do it. So the offense, they overplayed, but the defense underperformed. And like I said, that drop ball for Jimmy at the end, it was like, dang, man. It could have been a hero-like moment. Oh, he caught it, kept the drive going. They go kick a field goal, maybe tie it up, or get a touchdown, win the game. But unfortunately, that's how sports goes, and they're on their way. They just not there yet. So hold your head, Panthers fans. That's for sure.
Well, B. Watts, I take it as this one here. It's a lesson learned, and JR told you, Carolina's an up-and-coming team. You have to go through the fire. But I'm going to tell Jimmy Horn something that this young man taught me a long time ago. It was somebody named Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant played the Utah Jazz in the playoffs. And Kobe Bryant shot air ball. And they lost that game, and they lost the series. And the Utah fans laughed at him because he shot that air ball and a couple other mistakes that was made. But what they didn't know, Kobe had that Mamba mentality. He went into his gym and he perfected his craft. And what happened with that is this: the moral of the story is this one here. Because of that, it made a better Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant became more determined. and his game got better and better, and Utah never saw a championship again. But with that being said, is this one here, Jimmy? Jimmy, you got to look at it. Hey, it's a lesson learned. What are you going to do? Are you going to let this defeat you, or are you going to go in there and you're going to work on your craft? Now, what you should be doing, go take your nice vacation. After your vacation, it's time to get an input work in. Because what I saw in the game was this one here, and this is the truth. When it comes to separation, can't nobody separate like Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn, when I say he was past that dude and on those routes, the only thing is this one here, Jimmy. Everything is in your mind. You got to go and start catching them balls with your hand, and you got to catch so many and take your gloves off. You should have calluses on your hands on how you're catching it, and you should also listen to some other guys who come. It's a mentality. If you want to be the man, you got to be willing to go through it. Where if you miss the ball, everything on you. And that's not a bad thing to have. And that's called being the man. So, Jimmy, God bless you. Get your head up, man. You tried to make the play, you didn't make it. That's what happened with sports. One person gonna make a play, somebody else. But Jimmy, I'll tell the people this one here. You didn't give up 34 points. So if they wouldn't have gave up 34 points, they wouldn't have lost. So I tell you, look, you can stop all this talking. I ain't give up 34 points. I might have dropped the ball, but hell, somebody gave up 34 points. So with that being said, let's move on and go from this. Congrats to Jimmy Horn and his team. And I'll tell you this one here, Jimmy. This should make you stronger and better, and utilize it as a strength instead of tearing you down, because folks want to laugh. But hey, when you go to the bank, you laugh with them, and then you go to the gym and work out. Back to you, BY.
JR, in another wild card game in the NFC side, the Chicago Bears defeated the Green Bay Packers. Now, the Green Bay Packers had a lead. Man, they gave up that big time lead. Now they're saying their head coach, he's could be losing his job. But hey, 31-27, Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. They defeated them. What you thought about that game?
Well, I say that coach for the Bears, hey, that boy cold blooded, man. I ain't gonna lie. He dialed it up. He schemed it up. He put people were just running just open. How are they just open like that? So he cold blooded when he comes to that Johnson. What's his name?
Ben Johnson.
His name? Yeah, Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, boy, he can dial it up.
That boy cold, and you see Detroit show miss Ben Johnson because Dan Campbell tried. He ain't no Ben Johnson, dog. I'm just keeping it real. But man, I was impressed by Caleb Williams, man. Outside of him painting his nails and all of that, little saucy activities and stuff like that, I ain't really feeling all that. But the boy can ball, man. He can ball. We saw it at USC. He run around doing all that stuff. It's only a select few that can do that. He one of them. He got it, man. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. How he was able to extend the play on fourth down to put him in position to score that go-ahead touchdown, man. He got it, man. And they keep playing like that, they can easily see themselves in the Super Bowl. But Ben Johnson, heck of a coach. Caleb Williams, heck of a player. Because everybody was ready to write off Caleb Williams last year. He was sitting on the sideline like, oh my God, like what is going on? And you see what a good coach that understands this is how we win and this is how we put people in position to win, how it goes. And Caleb Williams is reaping the benefit of the coaching of Ben Johnson. And hopefully somebody like Jimmy Haslam is taking notes as they're going through their interview process to get Cleveland going in the right direction. Because the Bears were down and out for quite a while. They had their Super Bowl run way back. They lost. And they ain't make the playoffs since. I think Jay Cutler gave them maybe a playoff game here or there. But after that, a lot of losing occurred. Ben Johnson came in, first-year head coach. He getting them to the playoffs, and they win their first playoff game under him. I like to see it, and so we'll see what's happening with Chicago going forward, huh?
Man, what you see, JR, is when you believe and you invest in your quarterback and you put him in a structure where it's safe, and you make sure that you give him everything he needs and you have a good coach, it makes a big difference. Chicago is loaded on offense. Them two big tight ends they got, those receivers he has, that big offensive line, that running back that they got from, if I'm not mistaken, Swift, they got from Detroit. So that just goes to tell you, he invested in that team. And something that if you notice, man, I thought that boy was Mahomes. Because when it come down to that second half, man, they different. Chicago different right now. Boy, they believe. And this ain't the first game he done came back. they done came back in quite a few. And something else I tell people, when Chicago running that football, man, they run down your throat, and that's where Cleveland is going to have to get to. When you stay consistent running that football, you have two big tight ends, and you have some receivers that can go out there and just make the basic plays. But something that I can say, Detroit had Ben Johnson when they took him off steroids. Chicago got Ben Johnson on steroids. And you know that runner Ben Johnson, when he was on steroids, you couldn't beat him. That big swole joker running around there, you couldn't beat him. But when you took him off them steroids, oh boy, he couldn't huff and puff. He couldn't do anything. So all I'm telling you this one here, you need an organization that believes in it. And I'll give you something else. Look at that organization, Seattle. Sam Darnold at one time said he saw ghosts when he played New England his rookie year with the Jets. Look at him now. He'd have been in two different organizations, Minnesota and this organization, that they have all this talent that they put around him and they believe in him and they're winning. And I tell you, I've watched these games. These quarterbacks don't look spectacular. They're average at best. But they got coaches that believe in them, ain't stressed them out. They making mistakes, and they ain't got the whole Cleveland fan base. Oh, did you see that interception? I saw Brock Purdy throw 2 interceptions. Every game I watched, people throwing interception, but they're not jumping on them. It's only the Cleveland people, the haters, not all Cleveland fans. It's the haters. And that makes no sense. If you are a Cleveland Browns fan, and I'll get off Cleveland, you support whoever you put in there. If it's My Little Pony or is it Shedeur, you support. Back to you, B.Y.
JR, my dog, the best quarterback in the league for the last 5 years. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills.
Whoa.
Can I get it all first and then you whoa?
5 years? All right, come on, man.
The best quarterback that been playing, 3 years, for the last 3 years, the MVP from past year, Josh Allen took down the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-24. Yeah, Josh Allen stood up in that paint. What did you see in the game, JR?
Oh, man. Josh Allen ain't that good. I'm going to say that. But outside of that, I'm just joking. Look, the boy good. The boy good, B.Y. God, dog. He good. Yeah, the boy good, man. Look, man, heck of a year for Jacksonville, man. Let me say that first. Heck of a year for Jacksonville, man. New coaching staff, new GM.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they did. They sure did. You're right.
They get them to the playoffs, man, and they just couldn't close it out. I don't know necessarily what they're missing, but they just couldn't close it out, man. A defense that played solid all throughout the year, but that last drive, I guess Josh Allen was just undeniable, man. He probably was upset that his girl chose to go and present an award instead of coming to his playoff game, possibly. So maybe he had a little extra, like, oh, I'm upset. My wife ain't here. She should have been here for me. And he went down there and drove the game. But now, all jokes aside, man, Josh Allen, heck of a player, man. He out there throwing to me, you, and B. Watts. I mean, who are his receivers? Coleman been up and down all year.
He ain't got nobody, Jay. I ain't never had nobody.
Exactly. Up and down all year. Tupac Shakur about the size of Dylan Edwards. And then you got Brandon Cooks. He old man on the block, and he's still getting it done, man. The way he was getting rushed, dropped back, threw it 40 yards down the field to Brandon Cooks. It was unbelievable to see, man. But if I'm a Jaguar fan, I'm inspired by the play of the team this year because that AFC South division has been owned by the Texans, my team, for about 4 years straight. And
4 years straight, time out.
Yeah, about 4 years straight, man. We've been doing our thing.
I thought y'all was in that racial thing 4 years ago. Your owner had to sell the team, didn't it?
And then D'Amico Ryans came. We
No,
won it
I'm
3
talking
years
to you.
straight, brother.
I'm talking
3
to
years.
you.
And
No,
then if you
I'm
add this
talking.
year,
Yeah,
we were second in the division. What
yeah.
are you talking about, B. Watts?
I'm
We still
talking
running
to
division,
you.
dog.
Steve, what are you talking about, Steve?
We won it 3 years straight. CJ first rookie year, the second year, and then last year, and then this year we came in second. So 4 years straight, we've been at the top of the division. We didn't win it outright this year. We was 1 game behind Jacksonville, but we still a big dog in the division. But it does give me concern that Jacksonville was able to put it together so quickly with a new GM, a new head coach, new defensive coordinator, the acquisition of all of this talent that they brought in, young talent too. And they put it together really quick. So that means they got something there with Liam Cohen. D'Amico Ryan's going to have to actually look over his shoulders now because Liam Cohen got something going, man. But Josh Allen played a heck of a game, man. The boy balled out, throwing to some nobodies. And they run game really didn't get off either. It was more so on Josh Allen. He had a concussion, he had a hurt leg and a hurt hand,
Man,
and still
beat him down.
beat him
Beat him
down, B.
down.
Watt. So I
Beat him
give it to
down.
you. Your boy Josh Allen, he nice, man.
B Watts, I'm gonna be like Dennis, the head coach for Minnesota. Well, hell, let's just crown him then. If you want to do everything by Josh Allen, let's just crown him. Just give him the championship if you want to do this here. See, B Watts, you one of them type brothers. Boy, I'm gonna tell you when it comes on Josh Allen. You and that Josh Allen kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, he ain't got nobody. Well, that's a lie, B Watts. I'm gonna tell you that's a lie. He got a 1,400-yard running back, man. Get out of here with that. He got the best running back. He got the best. He throwing it to NFL receivers. Hell, if you got a 1,400-yard running back and he runs every time with that quarterback sneak, he weighs 275 pounds himself. Hell, he ain't got to do nothing but put his big head over the line. He got 4-5 yards. Man, I ain't talking all that mess. You get that man all that doggone credit. Let me get on Dave Chappelle. Boy, you on there, you like whatever that thing. Oh, they the greatest thing since ever born, boy. That man right there, he's a great man. Man, screw Josh Allen. Josh Allen ain't do nothing. He did what everybody else. He got good calls out there, and what he did, he played a team that overachieved. Jacksonville overachieved this year. They had a great year. They did their thing. They had young players out there, and with those young players, they're going to make mistakes. Josh Allen, I give him credit. He's tough as nails. I give him that. He is tough as nails. He did what he's supposed to be. He's an MVP. If you're an MVP, you're supposed to make those plays. Why are they paying you $50 million a year if you can't do that? So miss me, but he ain't got nobody, because last time I checked, he wasn't throwing it and catching it by himself. He had somebody there. He wasn't throwing it and catching it by himself. So all I'm saying at this one here, B-Wise, when you got a 1,400-yard running back there and you run yourself, that defense has to slow up the pass rush so it allows those receivers a little more time. And last time I checked, Cook was cooking, man. Cook was cooking. So you had certain players out there making good plays. So congrats to Josh Allen. But I tell you what, he ain't going too far. His leg hurting, his head hurting, his knee hurting. And when they get through with him next game, hell, B. Wasco, you know what B. Wasco say? Man, Josh, he sure didn't have no help. Well, when he win, he did something. When he lose, he don't have no help. Well, hell, I feel for Shedeur. Shedeur ain't got no help. He ain't even got a 1,400, but we still about. He should be perfect. He should push the ball. Well, how Josh ain't perfect? How Josh run backwards? Josh run around the curve. Josh throw the ball behind his back. Man, get out here with all that mess. Back to you, B. Don't you bring Josh Allen up no more until he win a Super Bowl. Hell, and you'll never bring him up for the next 20 years. Back to you, B. Was.
JR. Here we go, JR. Here we go, Steve. Say I can't talk about it, so I'm going to move on then. The 49ers just won on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles. What is going on with the Philadelphia Eagles? Where they playmakers at? Man, Brown kept missing passing. Yeah. Jalen Hurts ain't being Jalen Hurts. They could fire their head coach.
I don't think they should fire their head coach. Look,
I said they could.
They could, yeah. I don't think they should, though. You know, look, if you're listening to me, Jeffrey Lurie, don't fire your head coach, man. He's a good head coach. But look, when you're a program and they've been putting it together year after year after year, you lose a lot, man. And I want to say Jalen Hurts has been through about 3 or 4 offensive coordinators. So that's kind of hard to do, man. To every year you're starting over, you're kind of learning new terminology and stuff like that. Plays are plays. He's a professional, but you're learning two new terminology, so you got to kind of string it together. And it just didn't look good all throughout the year. They struggled offensively all throughout the year. A.J. Brown was being A.J. Brown. And the irony of it all, him calling for the ball all during the year, getting into it with the coach during the game against the 49ers, and then the ball come his way and he drop it. Now, luckily, the tight end bailed him out on the next play and catch it, and the drive is able to go on. But if I'm the GM at that point in time, all right, hey, brother, it's been nice. You won a Super Bowl with him, but you got to pack him up and get A.J. Brown up out of there. And I know people saying, oh, man, he the best receiving threat they got and da-da-da. Yeah, but you can see the dysfunction that's created by him, right? And I get it. He just want to win. It's me. You go win somewhere else then. We going to get some picks up off of you. You go win somewhere else. Matter of fact, we'll send you to Cleveland. You get all the balls you want then, because they ain't got no number one receiver. So we'll send you to Cleveland. Cleveland give us about 2 of them picks that they got.
No, we're going to give you Jerry Judy. We'll swap to Jerry Judy, boy. You can get those picks.
and you be in Cleveland, you get all the passes you want from Shedeur. But yeah, man, look, shout out to my wife, man, who's an Eagles fan. I had to console her and talk junk at the same time. But it is what it is, man. They had a heck of a run, but they gotta regroup. They gotta figure it out offensively. The offensive line was unproductive, had a lot of injuries, but they were still unproductive. Saquon wasn't really getting off how he got off last year. And as good as their defense was last year, it was a bit of a letdown this year. Some inconsistencies, but that goes with the coordinators being swapped out, getting these head coaching positions. You're kind of losing some of that. You've seen it with Detroit this year. They lost their defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, and now the Eagles are experiencing the same thing.
All right.
What the Eagles are experiencing this one here. They got a head coach who think he Sean P. Diddy Combs. He wants to get there. He wants to be in front of his talent. He think he the show. He gets out there and he think he gonna tell them brothers, you get in their face, you weigh 200 pounds or 180 pounds just because you got that fat white Italian guy behind you. You think you gonna cuss somebody out, and we supposed to sit there like a good old boy and let you cuss me out, and my mama looking but you don't know where AJ Brown from. AJ Brown said, I'll whoop you and I'll stomp him too. You ain't gonna talk. I can drop as many balls if I want to. Tell him to go out there and catch a ball. He ain't catching nothing. We the one performing. You getting all this credit for what we doing. You have done absolutely nothing. You hired your friends 2 years ago, and you cost us a Super Bowl. And then you turn around, they made some good hires, and then you went from there as far as winning. So I'm just telling you like this here. Philadelphia is loaded. What they have right now, they have a dysfunctional team because they don't believe in that coach. That coach get out there with his little smirks and he cry when the song comes on, when they playing God Bless America, he crying for the thing. Man, get out of here. He a show, man. Ain't nobody want to hear that mess. And if the Eagles fan be real, get back to the old days when you had Andy Reid up there with his mustache frozen and stuff. Them the old Eagle days. This dude is P. Diddy on steroids. He wants to be in front of the talent. He wants to be on the TV. He wants to be the show. He wants to cry, and then you think you're gonna cuss a brother out, and we're gonna sit up there and say, "Oh yes, sir, boss. We'll get this next time." Man, I'll slap the hell out you and tell you better. I'll mud stomp you, and then tell you to go on from there. And y'all talking about trade AJ Brown for what? You can get rid of your coach and get yourself a team. And then if A.J. Brown do that stuff again, because I'll tell you this one, you traded Andy Reid and you got a Super Bowl with Peterson. You traded Peterson and you got a Super Bowl with him. So to me, it ain't great coaches. You can get a coach. That's 2 coaches to the Super Bowls. So I'm like, Philadelphia can pick and Reed went to the Super Bowl and he would have won that with T.O. if T.O. leg wasn't broke. He played on a broken leg, man. Come on out of here. So all I'm telling you is this one here. You can get rid of Sirianni. You can say that team, they dysfunctional right now, and they dysfunctional because they got P. Diddy on steroids, want to be in front of the talent. Back to you, B-Was.
All right, JR. We got a big time game tomorrow night. Houston, Texas. The Texans against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who you like in that game, big dog?
Is that a question? Come on, dog. You know it's the Texans, man. They about to send old man Rodgers pack him up, fold him up, blue tint him up, whatever you want to call it, man. He's gonna be out there seeing ghosts. All right. We got a defense that's been ranked number 1 all year. Defense travels. Defense wins Super Bowls. Our offense is finally starting to catch our stride because we got a new offensive coordinator, and he came in, and the offense he was running, it just wasn't gelling. Everybody wouldn't understand. They wasn't picking it up. But you know what? D'Amico Ryans challenged him to be better, do better, produce better, because we got a great amount of skilled players and talent on the team. So I'm excited for it tomorrow, man. I'm going to be locked and loaded. All my chores around the house will be done. My family, what family? I'm going to be watching the game. I'm going to have on my jersey. I'm going to have on my beanie. I'm going to have on my shades. I'm going to have on my socks, my footies, everything. Everything will be done. Food will be cooked. Everything will be done. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch my Texans go on the road to Pittsburgh and pack up Aaron Rodgers. And it just might be a night coach on the chopping block and Mike Tomlin. That's what I got for you, Uncle Steve.
Well, I'm gonna make it sweet and to the point. You're gonna have Aaron, Luka Doncic, Rodgers, and he gonna be out there and he gonna have a little slick mouth and he gonna tell somebody they should have signed that contract, and that person gonna come in there and beat the heck out of him, and he gonna cry to the officials all day tomorrow. He gonna be at the official. Oh, they hit me. They did this here. They shouldn't be hitting me in my arm. Aaron Rodgers gonna get put out the game tomorrow. I can tell you right now. You better call it. Hey, the medical tent will be up tomorrow. The Texans rolling. I see this. The roll. Aaron Rodgers gonna lay down because when they hit you, you either gonna stay down or lay down, and that's the choice for tomorrow. And I'm sure he's gonna lay down. He gonna complain. I call him Luka because all he do is complain and tell somebody, then cry when they get ready to slap him in his mouth. So all I can tell you this one here: the Texans rolling tomorrow, and I'll leave it as that because man, we didn't even talk about them. The greatest team that ever. Let B. Watts tell you he getting ready to talk about the greatest team that ever put a uniform on. We ain't talked about the. Have y'all talked about Colorado?
Oh, I'm getting to it. I'm in the NFL right now.
Well, man, did you look at your clock? I got a woman in the house, man. What you talking about? You gonna be talking about yourself? I got something hot. I got something hot, baby. I don't know what you talking about. Y'all can stay up all night. If I'm staying up all night, baby, I'm on the chandelier. Back to you, B1.
Man, y'all taking 3 minutes to answer questions. All right, I'm trying to get through the NFL stuff. All right, I'm in the
well, how many times it took you when somebody told you it took you 3 minutes to do something?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Why you crazy, man? Hey, check this out. He's crazy, man.
That was wild, man. Hey, that's
He's wild tonight, man. I'm drinking orange juice. I don't know what he's drinking tonight. Hey, those 3 minutes were the best time of my life, though. Hey, JR, who you like, man? Miami or Indiana in the college football championship game? Y'all let me know in the chat who you like, Miami or Indiana, before we move on to Colorado.
Simply put, Google me. You know what that means. Google me. I win. There you go, right there.
Indiana might be destined. I like Miami, but Indiana rolling, man. And Miami's not. Miami ain't healthy, so Indiana rolling.
All right, let's move on to Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. Coach Prime, boy, he tearing that transport up. Now, how it turn out on the field, I don't know, but I can tell you right now, he tearing it up, man. It dude sound not only, but he just JR, you just text her. He got that safety from Vanderbilt to go along with
Mm-hmm.
Blue Carter. So man, they back in looking pretty good. If you ask me. So what player that stands out to you that Coach Prime done brought into the camp so far?
I would have to say those linebackers, man. We spoke about them a few days ago. I have to say the linebackers. Look, highly productive guys. One from a lower level and one from a bigger level, but they're highly productive. Skillful. I had the opportunity to sit down and watch some tape on both of those guys. Skillful guys, read and react. Very appropriate to what's in front of them. Strong to the point of contact. And I really like what I see. So look, Coach Prime, he on the heater. He cooking it up. He dialing it up. They reeling them in. Whatever the controversy was towards the end of the season, that has continued to sail on, and they're moving in a different direction. And love to see it. But like you said, B. Watts, how does that materialize on the field? What I can tell you, they won't be 132nd ranked defense next year. I tell you that much. They won't be that low. So we'll see where it goes, Uncle Steve, but they won't be that low next year.
Well, B. Watts, I'm going to go with linebackers. I think the linebackers are going to be much improvement. This is what I hope we're going to see, the linebackers leading the team in tackles. A safety should not be leading your team in tackles. If the safety leading your team in tackles, you can tell you right now that another team running for 200 yards against you. So I'm going to do linebackers, and something else I'm going to add to that. I truly, after seeing the tapes that I've seen, they're much more physical. Not only are linebackers physical, the edges and linebackers hit. You got a physical. I'm just going off the tape that I've seen, and this is the guy, especially that 45 in Leicester, 45 in San State or whatever he's from. That boy says that a wine boy, young man,
Mm-hmm.
and then you Leicester, physical, ESPN. Physical. Martinez, smart, tough as nails. The boy from Texas, he just makes tackles. So what I'm seeing, I like what I'm seeing. But one thing, let me give Money Man credit. Let me give him credit. Let's not go in here talking about all of this. I need to see it. When I go to Georgia Tech, we need to see it. We need to see it. We need to all that. I'm not hyping none of them up. I ain't going ooh, woo, hoo, boo, Jew, and all that other stuff. Not doing all that. What I'm gonna say is I like what they're doing. It looks like they're putting a team together, and then we'll go from there. And then I got a little story for Coach Prime in a second. But back to you, B. Wash.
All right, that's all I got, man. I'm gonna let y'all go because we don't went over the hour. But like I said, I think Coach Ryan doing a good job. And like you said, JR, I ain't gonna hype him up either. But I'll be there at their first game. I hope people are making plans. I'm gonna be there. Y'all just meet me there. I'm gonna be there. JR, you wanna go, or Uncle Steve, you wanna go? I got y'all. Y'all just let me know. I got it. I got you. I got your ticket. I get your ticket.
Well,
Y'all
hey,
been
then I'll be there then. Nah, I plan on being there anyway. But now I get to go on B. Watts' dime.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna buy your ticket. I'm gonna buy your ticket. We'll make sure
I'll
all
be
of us sit on the front row if y'all come.
I, I'll be there then. You get the tickets. I take care. We'll go fine dining on me then.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll be there.
Like I say, you want to be if you go, I know we still far from it. Y'all just let me know 2 weeks ahead of time. I got y'all ticket. It's on me for rocking with Sports Talk with BY. Y'all been good to me. Let me bless you back.
Appreciate that, B. Watts.
Here's your last word, JR. Uncle Steve, we out of here.
Man, last words, man. Man, that transfer portal, man, it's popping and it's jumping, man. So, Coach Prime, keep doing your thing in there, man. Keep looking for what you need to build out the rest of this team, and I can't wait to see it, man. I'm excited again because the way we ended that season was like, eh. But I'm excited to see it transpire again and transform. And then the pressure's gonna be on. It's gonna be on. And it's gonna be on Robert Livingston to get that defense going in the right
Oh yeah,
direction, Unc.
we're gonna talk about that Tuesday. Oh yeah.
This is where I'm gonna get. Coach Prime loves stories, and he loves to have a storyline for his team. Let me go this way. B. Watts, what does Buffaloes do during a storm?
Shit, don't get me to lie.
During a storm, Buffaloes run to the center of a storm. They run in it. They run in a storm. They don't run away from it. And what Coach Prime need to do is this one here. To build a team, you have your storyline of what you're going with for the season. And this is what they're going with is this one here. You had a storm coming, and when the storm came, the old Buffaloes, they went away from the storm. The new Buffaloes, when everybody said that no one would come to Colorado, there ain't nobody coming to. Why should they come? But Buffaloes run to the storm. They running in the middle of it, and they're running in the middle of it because they want to make sure you know and everybody else know Buffaloes stand together, shoulder to shoulder. And when you have something like that with a team that say, "Hey, these Buffaloes in the storm, they came and they went straight to it. They went straight to it because they know we're gonna stand shoulder to shoulder, and this storm ain't nothing to us. We're gonna beat this storm." Those are the kind of things you want to do when you're a Colorado Buffalo. You don't want to go out there and make individuals to say, "Oh, this boy Boo Carter, you done that." You need to formulate a team. Everything should go off team. And when the team wins, then people will get individual accomplishments. Everything should go off the team. You got Buffaloes. And with the Buffalo, you had all the ones that left, but the storm came, and then you had the new ones come in, and they went straight to it. So all I'm telling you, Coach Brown, I gave you something for free right there. And boy, the picture of a Buffalo and that storm coming, they run, man, and you see that, and you see all them new Buffaloes coming in there, new players and stuff coming. That's for free. That's for free. Without charge, I gave it to you. That's game. And the next thing I'll tell you is this one there. People in the chat, you're fantastic. B. Watts, you can't hold me up because you done knocked 7 minutes off of my 30 minutes that I need to be taking care of something. But that's fine. I'll make those 7 minutes up. Oh, Big Dad'll make it up. With that being said, Colorado fans, you are the fantastic. Y'all got something to look forward to. Coach Prime is going in the right direction. I really appreciate what he's doing. But like Money Man said, I have to give him props. You're going to have to show me. And I'm going to have to see it with these eyes. I'm going to take my glasses off. I need to see it because I want to make sure it's real. I want to feel it, touch it. I want to be down there and say, hey, let's see what y'all going to do. I want to see what you're going to do in the 3rd and 15, and you put everybody on the line and the quarterback run up there for 20. And then, hell, B. Watts, I promise you, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the game. I said, man, you can miss me with that shit. I ain't got time. I'm going to go down there and I'm going to start watching.
Hey,
I'm going to go.
I'm going to pay $300, $500 a ticket, and you go
Man, I'm going to Hooters. I'm gonna go look at me some wings, man. Oh, Magic City down there. Hell, I'm going to Magic City, man. I got time for that. If I want to see a show, either they gonna put a show on the football field, or I'm gonna put a show on in Magic City with my wings. That's what I'm telling you. But thank y'all for coming on there. Y'all fantastic. Have a great day. And B. Watts, do what you always do. Be great, JR. You are the man, and Texans will roll tomorrow. God bless. Have a great one. Do you, B. Watts? Play that music.
JR said, make sure you bring them bunnies and put them on the stage. That's the only way you'll leave.
I ain't say that, man.
I'll say it for you.
Are you practicing to practice or are you practicing to be great? Which way am I going? Bus coming, you on the way.